Welcome back to the channel where unbelievable talent, unforgettable moments, and the world's most inspiring performers come alive. Every week, we dive deep into the stories behind the auditions that changed everything, the performances that shifted the entire atmosphere of a room, and the young stars who proved that age is just a number when the heart knows how to speak. Today's story is one that still echoes in the minds of millions. This is the journey of the 10-year-old who walked onto the Britain's Got Talent stage with trembling hands, hopeful eyes, and a voice so warm and pure that even the toughest judges melted within seconds. You're about to relive the moment the whole world fell silent to listen to a child who didn't just sing a song, but poured her entire heart into it. The story begins on an early spring morning as families, friends, and dreamers gather outside the iconic audition venue. The line stretches around the building, and among them is a small girl named Lily, holding onto her mother's hand. She's only 10 years old, but the way she looks at the building tells you she already feels the weight of a dream too big for her tiny shoulders. She is carrying a small backpack, a water bottle, and a worn-out notebook filled with handwritten lyrics and doodles. Every page is a reflection of her love for music, sketched hearts, swirling melodies, words she scribbled late at night after finishing homework. She's young, but she knows what passion means. As she waits in line, she hums the melody of the song she chose for her audition. It is soft, fragile, and the people standing nearby turn to listen. Even without a microphone, her voice has something special. Her mother kneels beside her and says the same words she has said for months: "Sing from your heart. That's all you need." Lily nods, but her hands shake slightly. She's been waiting for this day for nearly a year. Ever since she watched a replay of a young contestant receiving a golden buzzer on TV, she knew she wanted to feel that same golden moment of magic. Inside the building, contestants pace the hallway, some practicing dances, others warming up their voices. There's nervous laughter, excitement, and constant movement. Lily sits quietly in a chair, feet not even touching the floor, clutching her number tag. A producer kneels in front of her, asking her the usual pre-interview questions. "What will you be singing today?" She answers softly. "Why this song?" She smiles shyly and says, "Because it makes me feel brave." The producer beams. Sometimes the smallest contestants give the biggest answers. Meanwhile, inside the main theater, the judges are settling into their seats. Amanda Holden adjusts her microphone, Alicia Dixon flips through her notes, Simon Cowell leans back with his classic skeptical expression, and Bruno Tonioli taps the table with excitement. The audience chatters eagerly, still buzzing from the previous performance. The host whispers backstage updates to the crew, preparing them for what's next. They have no idea that in a few minutes, a child will walk onto this stage and change the mood of the entire theater. Then, her moment arrives. A stagehand calls her name. Lily takes a deep breath, and her mother squeezes her shoulders gently before letting go. Lily walks through the curtain, stepping into the brightest lights she has ever seen. The room feels enormous compared to her small body. The audience sees her and lets out a collective "ah." She looks so tiny and pure, wearing a simple white dress with a small floral pattern, her hair tied back with a pink ribbon. She looks like innocence personified. Simon leans forward. "Hello there," he says with a softened tone he rarely uses. "What's your name?" "My name is Lily," she answers. "How old are you, Lily?" "I'm 10. What will you be singing for us today?" She tells them. It's a classic emotional ballad, one that requires control, maturity, and depth, something typically far beyond the reach of someone her age. The judges exchange quick glances. Choosing a song like that is bold. Risky. Alicia even says, "That's a big song for a 10-year-old. Lily nods. "I know, but I love it." Simon smiles just slightly. "Well, when you're ready." The music begins. The first note she sings is so gentle it almost disappears into the air. But then the second note comes, stronger, clearer, filled with an emotion that no one expected. The judges' eyebrows rise in unison. The audience leans forward. Her voice carries a warmth that feels like sunlight breaking through clouds. It is pure, steady, and heartbreakingly beautiful. As she continues, it becomes clear that she isn't just singing. She is telling a story. Every word lands with purpose. Her voice rises and falls effortlessly, floating across the theater, reaching even the people in the very back rows. There is something almost magical about the way she sings, as if she understands every layer of the song's meaning despite her young age. Some audience members begin to tear up. Amanda places a hand over her heart. Alicia whispers, "Oh my God." Then comes the moment, the power note. A note that even adults struggle with. Lily takes a breath, closes her eyes, and hits it with a level of precision and emotional weight that electrifies the room. The theater erupts. A wave of applause breaks out in the middle of the performance, but she stays focused and keeps singing, riding the emotion all the way to the final soft, angelic note. The last note fades. Silence. Not because the audience didn't like it, but because everyone is stunned. It feels like time has stopped for half a second. Then the audience explodes into a standing ovation. Every single person is on their feet. Some are wiping tears. Others shout, "Bravo." The energy is overwhelming, especially for a 10-year-old who had walked in trembling. Lily covers her face with her hands, overwhelmed by emotion. She can't believe what she's hearing. The applause lasts so long that even the judges have to wait before speaking. Amanda speaks first. Her voice trembles slightly. "Lily, you sang that with such beauty, such purity, and such emotion. I felt every single word. You are incredible." Alicia follows. "Your voice is like a warm blanket. Strong, comforting, and full of soul. You moved me deeply." Bruno stands, still clapping. "You have a gift, a real gift. Your voice touches the heart. You're remarkable." Then Simon, who has been unusually quiet, finally speaks. "Lily, when you walked out, I thought you looked nervous. But what you just did, that wasn't the performance of a nervous little girl. That was the performance of an artist. And I want you to remember something, you did that. You earned this moment." The audience roars again. And then it happens. Amanda looks at the other judges, then at the audience, then back at Lily. She stands up slowly and walks toward the golden buzzer. The crowd goes wild, screaming louder and louder with every step she takes. Lily's mouth falls open. Her hands tremble. She shakes her head in disbelief. She cannot process what's happening. Amanda slams her hand onto the golden buzzer. The theater explodes in glittering gold. Confetti rains from above like a golden storm. Lily drops to her knees, overcome with emotion, as the golden lights shimmer around her. Her mother rushes from backstage with tears streaming down her face, wrapping her arms around her daughter. Simon smiles warmly as golden confetti lands on the judges' table. Alicia is crying openly. The audience is jumping, cheering, recording, living this moment as if they all discovered a new star together. The host kneels beside Lily, helping her stand as the confetti continues to fall. "You did it," he shouts with pure excitement. "Look at you. Golden buzzer at 10 years old." Lily can barely speak. She keeps repeating, thank you, her voice breaks. Her mother holds her tightly, whispering, "I'm so proud of you." The music swells. The cameras capture every golden second. Outside the theater, as Lily walks through the backstage hallway still covered in confetti, crew members congratulate her. One of them hands her a small envelope with the golden buzzer insignia. She stares at it like it's a treasure chest. In a way, it is. This envelope means she is going straight to the live shows. Millions will watch her. Her life is about to change forever. Word spreads quickly. Within hours, social media erupts with clips of her performance. Comments flood in. "This is the voice of an angel. She made me cry. This is the best audition of the season. I'm obsessed with her voice." People around the world share her video. Newspapers publish headlines. Teachers show the clip to their classes. Vocal coaches analyze her technique. Everyone agrees. She may be only 10, but she sings like someone who has lived 1,000 lifetimes. At home that night, Lily sits on the floor of her room, confetti pieces scattered on her bed. She carefully places them in a jar, her memory jar. She writes a note, "My golden buzzer day." She slips it into the jar, the start of her dream collection. She might not understand how big this moment really is, but she feels it deep in her heart. She knows something incredible has begun. In the weeks leading up to the live shows, Lily practices tirelessly. Vocal training sessions, rehearsals, stage blocking, choosing the right outfit, preparing emotionally, it's overwhelming for someone her age. Yet she handles it with quiet determination. Her coach tells her, "You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be sincere." And sincerity is what Lily does best. The night of the live show arrives. The theater is even bigger, brighter, and louder than the auditions. The pressure is 10 times heavier. But Lily walks onto the stage with more confidence now. She remembers the cheers, the confetti, the feeling of being accepted and loved. She sings a different song this time, one that reflects growth. One that echoes courage. The audience once again rises to their feet. Simon says she improved even more. Alicia says she glows. Bruno says she has soul beyond her years. Amanda tells her she is proud to have hit the golden buzzer for her. And as the competition moves forward, it becomes clear that regardless of who wins the entire season, Lily has already won the hearts of millions. Her audition becomes one of the most replayed videos of the year. Reaction channels analyze it. Vocal experts praise her tone. TikTok creators use her audio in emotional edits. Parents show it to their children. Choir teachers study her breath control. The world embraces her. Whether she eventually becomes a global star, a recording artist, a Broadway performer, or simply continues singing because it brings her joy, her story will always be remembered. She will always be the 10-year-old who stepped onto the Britain's Got Talent stage with shaking hands and walked off showered in golden confetti. The 10-year-old who melted every judge's heart. The 10-year-old who reminded the world what pure talent, innocence, and passion look like when they come together in the form of a single voice. And to you watching right now, thank you for being part of this journey. If you felt even a fraction of the emotion that swept through that theater, you know why stories like this matter. They inspire us. They remind us that dreams don't have age limits. That courage can come from the smallest people. And that sometimes, the most powerful voices belong to those we least expect. More incredible stories and unbelievable talent moments are coming your way on this channel. Make sure you stay with us, because every week another dreamer steps onto a stage, and you never know, maybe the next performance we explore will be the one that inspires you to chase your own dreams.